I was not having no bowel movements. So y'all know what they gave me? Some prune juice. Who invented prune juice? That's the most nastiest thing I have. And then they had the nerve, the audacity to bring it to me warm. It was... and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be basically bringing you guys in life after brain surgery. I'm basically going to tell y'all like what happened, how it happened, etc, etc. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to get into what is Chiari Malformation. And Chiari Malformation is a neurological condition where the brain tissue extends to the spinal cord. So you have a part of the brain called the cerebellum, and that seeps into the spine. It blocks fluids, causes nerve damage, all that type stuff. There are 4 types, from type 0 to type 4, and I have type 1. And I think 0 is like the least severe, and then type 4 is, like the most severe. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is what are the symptoms, and I have some of them listed here. So you have neck pain, headaches, especially in the back, muscle weakness, numbness, dizziness, difficulty swallowing, and ringing in the ears. There's a lot more symptoms, but that's just like the main symptoms. So like we have a lot of headaches in the back because of the pressure. Like I said in the previous video, that the brain tissue is seeping into the spinal cord. So that's going to cause a lot of dizziness, and then the pressure, the headaches, things like that. Okay, so we're going to get into what is decompression surgery. So I'll tell y'all the definition, then I'll, kind of basically simplify it. So they say decompression refers to a removal or repositioning of a structure compressing any other structure. So basically they're just removing anything to relieve the pressure. Basically, that's in the simplest form. So remember in the first video, I was saying like how the brain tissue is seeping into the spine. So however they need to reposition or remove anything to relieve the pressure, that's what decompression surgery is. Okay, so in this part of the video, I just wanted to help any other chiarians that are nervous about having surgery. I'm in a lot of Chiari groups, and they're just scared because I was. So I know before surgery, they told me that I was not allowed to eat anything. I don't know if you can drink water. I'm just not sure. I just know that you're not allowed to eat anything. And then when I got to the hospital, they put me in a room, and they gave me some type of medicine. I don't know what that medicine was. It was nasty. I couldn't take it with no water, no nothing. So the only part I did not like. And then they wheeled me into the operating room. They put me under the anesthesia, and then I woke up, and then the recovery process happened. I will do a story time. I'll basically take out all the way through of how it happened and things like that. So you don't expect a lot, especially before surgery. It's very simple, but when I tell my story time, then I'll tell you guys about the recovery process. Okay, so it's story time. So I was around 12 or 13 when I was diagnosed. So I was actually in orchestra. We was watching a movie, right? And I was eating a sour punch straw. It was blue. And I'm just chilling, just eating it. And then out of nowhere, I think I coughed. And I felt this tingling in my left arm. And I'm like, what is that? It was very weird. So I started coughing some more, and then the tingling kept happening. And so I went home, and I told my mom, like, hey mom, like my arm is tingling. I can't really feel anything. And so she basically was just like putting my hand underneath water, trying to get me to see if I feel anything, and I said no. So the symptoms I was having was a lot of headaches. My parents did think because I wasn't wearing glasses, which was halfway true. And the numbness and tingling in my arm, dizziness, things of that nature. They did say uncontrollable bladder. I don't know if I struggled with that, but I know I kind of struggled with that when I was younger. So I remember in school, I would have trouble learning, and my teachers were trying to figure out, why am I having all this trouble learning? So when I, figured out that what I was diagnosed with, it all, made sense. So I did also have an IEP as well, where I would go into a separate class to like take tests or for them to like teach me stuff, and it was the best learning ever. Of course I felt like I was slow or stupid, but I'm not gonna call myself that. You know, it was just I had a different way of learning things. I'll just say that, you know, say it like that. Okay, so I do remember my mom telling me that it was hard for me to even try to get an MRI because maybe they just looked at me saying, you know, like it's not that serious, but she had to fight for it. So she finally got me an MRI. So I'm young. I didn't know what that was. I remember going to the room in this big old machine. I'm like, I gotta get in that. I'm not trying to get in that. So I had to go in anyway, and they gave me some headphones and they allowed me to pick out a movie, and I was watching Bring It On. So they'll put you like this on this bed and they just slide you on in there, and it's like facing like this. I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. So finally the movie came on, and my heart was pounding. I was nervous. This was like kind of scary for me. So I was trying to pay attention to the movie. I was in there for an hour because by the time that I was done, the movie was over. And then all you can hear is like you can still hear the noise. It goes like beep, 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 do 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 do, beep, 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 do 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 do. So, you know, once you're in there, don't, you know, panic. They will put you to sleep if it's, you know, that bad, if you just want to, or if you choose that. So I remember after my MRI, we went back to the doctor, and shout out to Dr. Rubel. He's the best neurosurgeon ever. Well, for me, but he works for children, so don't go if you're an adult. So I remember sitting down, and he was going over the pictures of my MRI, and that was the day I found out I had Chiari Malformation. So like I said, I was young. I didn't know what that was, so I'm just, you know, listening to him, and, you know, listening to my mom like, oh, okay. Okay, so now we're going to get into surgery day. So it was in February of 2009. I don't remember the exact dates, but it's February 2009, and I remember they telling me that I can't eat anything. I don't know if I was drinking water or not. Can't remember. So I remember going to the hospital at Children's, and I was in a room. They gave me some medicine. Like I said, it was very nasty. And then I went into the operating room. And so they put this mask, which was the anesthesia, on there. And sooner or later, I went to sleep. And then I woke up. So to me, my surgery took 2 seconds. Okay, I was like, oh, that was quick. No, my surgery took 4 hours. 4 stinking hours. So I'm waking up and I see my mom. I think I see my dad too, but I just remember seeing people, and I'm like, what just happened? Then I think I went back to sleep. And so I couldn't hold no food down. I had the stitches in the back. They actually eventually disappeared, but the recovery process was up and down. Like, I had my days, and I had a catheter, and I hate catheters because every time I had to feel like I used the bathroom, it would just do it for me. And I'm just like, this is not comfortable. Could someone please take this out? Like, I was so mad. So I remember day one. I can't remember what all happened day one. I don't know if I was trying to eat anything, but I could not hold nothing down. I don't know if they was feeding me with something. But yeah, it was uncomfortable, I'll say that much. Okay, so I was in ICU for, I believe, 3 days or 4. I can't remember. But I know this one incident happened where, like, I wanted to flip over to the other side, but I didn't really have enough strength to. So I remember doing it by myself, and my grandma was in there. She was so proud of me, and like, I was like, yeah, I tried. I did try to eat, but I did throw it back up. I know my cycle came the worst. My mom did help me with that, you know, cleaning me, stuff like that. What else can I remember? I had a lot of family members come, and I really thank my family for that. I remember looking at the pictures of me in like the hospital bed, just sleep. I'm really thankful for my parents to be there supporting me through the whole process. I know eventually I got out. No, before I got out the ICU, they did want me to walk. I remember trying to walk. I had like this little walker. They just wanted to make sure everything, you know, was just good before they moved me out the ICU room. You know, things like that. So I remember after the ICU, I went to a regular room. And then I remember they would not allow me to leave unless I had a bowel movement. I was not having no bowel movements. So y'all know what they gave me? Some prune juice. Who invented prune juice? That's the most nastiest thing I have. And then they had the nerve, the audacity to bring it to me warm. It was it was so gross. I could not. I was like, I was gagging. It was disgusting. So, I remember drinking it, and I finally had a bowel movement. So I was discharged from the hospital. I just can't remember how long I was in a hospital for. I believe it was 5 days, a couple days in the ICU, and then a couple days in the regular room. So, I was homeschooled for about almost 3 months, I believe. I was on some medication, just like for the pain, but I did feel better. I really wasn't having the symptom I was having. I felt relieved. I know I had to follow up with the doctor. So like the whole homeschool part, it was probably the best thing because it was just me and the teacher. And my teacher was so nice. I think her name was Miss Croker, or Jennifer. I can't remember, but I loved her though. She came and was teaching me things. So I did work. Actually, after I graduated from high school, I was working, but eventually, the symptoms did start to come back. I really still didn't understand Chiari at all, and so when I said like the symptoms came back, I remember telling my mom like I'm feeling this again. I'm feeling a ringiness in the ear, not ringiness, but ringing in the ear, things like that. And so I remember when I was working, I worked at Jersey Mike's, but I had to be like part-time because I could not overdo it. A lot of times they tell us not to lift heavy things because it can damage the back or the spine, something like that. They gave us certain rules. Also, we couldn't ride roller coasters, but I beg to differ. I was on them roller coasters like, woo! Like, I love me some roller coasters. I still got on them anyway, but now I don't. Wah, wah, wah. Because, it can cause more damage. So, I remember going there prepping, and I only worked for like 5 hours. But it was the best 5 hours because I wasn't doing a whole lot. And I wasn't overworking my body as well. And my mental. So, I did apply for disability. A lot of people who have Chiari do apply for disability. Some get approved, some don't. I didn't get approved for my first time, but it was okay. I do remember saying like, they're prepping me up, for a disability if I get approved. Like, I don't ever have to work a day in my life. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work for me. I do want to work. I don't want this to cripple me because I feel like just because I have this doesn't mean I have to just not work or not do much of anything. Like, I wanted to conquer this. Like, I survived this, and I'm so thankful for God that I survived this brain surgery because I was so nervous. But here I am. I'm alive, So, if you do have Chiari, if you are watching this, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. Just don't do too much, but you can still do it. And then I'm going to tell you guys how I became a medical assistant as well. Okay, so this video is sponsored by Fytoo glasses. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I already have the first pair on, and they're called Lance, and they're all purple. The shipping was like fast. It didn't take too long. If you do have a prescription, you can just email that to them, and they'll put the prescription in the glasses. I can see out of them. It's clear. The glasses fit well, and they're not too big. Like, I absolutely love them. Okay, so the next one is called Noyes. I believe I'm saying that right. These are like all clear glasses, and I absolutely love these. Like, these are so cute. Y'all need to hop on this brand like ASAP. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the next one. Okay, so the next one is Amber Rose. These is cute, like, period. So I'm going to show y'all what they look like. That's what the side looks like. And don't forget, these are called Amber Rose. I like these. These are super cute, super comfortable. Okay, next pair. So the next pair, or the last pair, is called Atwood, and this is like black and it has clear at the bottom, and this is what the back looks like. I really do like these. The 4 pairs I picked out, they're super cute. I can see clearly out of them, and I will put their website and my discount code in on the screen and in the description below. You guys check them out like right now. Like, all the price was worth it, and the shipping was fast, and it came in this right here, and then it also has like a glasses cleaner as well. I thought this was super cute and super soft too, so I'm gonna put these in here so they don't break, because I don't have 4 glasses case, but definitely check them out. And anyways, back to the video. Okay, so fast forward to where like I was like in high school, and after I graduated high school. So it was basically really more so after I graduated high school, because I was around like a lot of, you know, other like new people, and I got judged. You know, people did call me slow. People did call me this, and that, and the third, and you know, it was hurtful. But then again, it's like, well, you don't know who I am. You don't know what I've been through. So it's like they judged me before they got to know me. So I remember, you know, working at this job called Sprint. They paid me and plus commission. And they were trying to figure out, like, why am I not, you know, retaining some of this information to make the sales? I was making sales. It was just not, you know, I wasn't meeting the quota. So when I talked to my manager, kind of telling him, you know, what I had, he was like, that explains a lot. Also, the assistant manager was like, wow, I did not know that. Like, I'm sorry, you know, that you had to go through that. Like, you know, I'm not saying she judged me, but she did kind of judge me, but she was just more accepted, you know, for who I was, and you know, there was, you know, working with me, and I really did appreciate that. So okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the natural herbs I use for pain, or the natural herbs that I'm taking. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Aconitine. I have been drinking this for a year. It's from the Smooth Generation. This fights inflammation, cleanses the blood, improves immunity, and reduces anxiety. It has a lot of freaking natural herbs in here. Like I said, I've been taking this for a year. I will put the link in the description, also a discount code for you guys as well. And the next thing I take, I just started taking this for about a week. It's called Sea Moss Peels from Secret Element. I absolutely love this. It has bladderwrack and burdock root in it. It helps immune system, energy recharge, and digestion comfort. Also with thyroid wellness and gut health and skin and joint support. So let me tell you, I do feel a lot better. My energy is very up there. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'll put the link and the discount code. And also take lion's mane as well. This is a liquid. Like, I take 2 drops twice a day. So I'll take it in the morning with my tea, and then I'll take it at night, and I'll probably drink some juice. It does have like a sweet taste to it, sweet and bitter taste to it. I also take ashwagandha. I actually have those pills coming as, no, they're gummies, but I'll put in my description kind of what ashwagandha is. And so I also take Brain Health. This is the best tea ever. And this is from the Full Leaf Tea Company. And I'll put this link and the discount code as well. I have been taking this for maybe for a couple of months. I do, along with this, I've been taking maybe almost a year, I believe. So both of these basically do help for the memory and the brain fog, and it definitely has been helping me. Like, I enjoy all of this, and I think this is just partially of what I take, but these are the main things that I do take. So yeah. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna get into is diet change. So I no longer eat meat. I have been a pescatarian, which I still eat seafood here and there, for about a year and 10 months. So I guess it's almost 2 years. So I definitely don't eat no type of like red meat. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat baked chicken, fried chicken, no bacon, no none of that. Like, I completely cut that out of my diet because that does cause inflammation, and I realize, you know, eating that type of stuff will cause me more pain and, you know, etc., more headaches. I do not drink soda. I don't recommend drinking soda either. I don't drink a lot of juice, but if I am going to drink juice, it's like orange juice or apple juice or cranberry juice, but I try not to drink the cranberry juice with all that sugar in it. I drink my tea. I drink smoothies. I do exercise. I go to the gym for 5 days out of the week. I sit in a sauna 5 days out of the week, or 4. I sit in there for about 15-20 minutes. I do definitely recommend that. All of that I have changed along with like the natural herbs, I have noticed a difference in my pain, my concentration, my memory. All that has, you know, been improving. It's still there, but it has improved. So I definitely recommend anyone, you know, after surgery and, you know, maybe a couple months down the line, like, try to cut that out. If you can't really cut that out, which I think you can, it takes a lot of discipline, but I would try to stay away from eating meat so much, maybe cut back on it a little bit, try to eat you some fruit, and vegetables, things like that. So like I said, I did notice a change when I changed up my diet, how I kind of move with things. I do fast, so I don't eat in the morning as well either. I am going to get into yoga. I definitely recommend getting into yoga, exercising, sitting in the sun, all those things I said. I definitely recommend doing all of those things. It's going to help, trust me. Okay, baddies, so that concludes my video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. I was kind of nervous trying to film this, but I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, who I am and bring awareness. So if y'all didn't know, the whole month of September is Chiari Awareness Month, and the color is purple. I'm all purpled out. The glasses, the dress, the Apple Watch, period. It look like a big old grape. But anyways, and how you can bring awareness is by sharing something about Chiari on your, you know, Instagram story or your Facebook post, however you see fit. And also, I created a Discord called the Hustle Community. And basically, Discord is like a group chat, but it has like different channels on there, like Instagram links and YouTube, all that type of stuff. So I wanted to create that to build a community for empowering women, supporting other women, because, you know, we don't really have that a lot of competition, jealousy, hatred, things like that. And I do have a channel for us that have Chiari Malformation. That way we can meet other people who have Chiari. We can help one another, and I can help you. The things that have been helping me, you know, thus far, you know, with pain, you know, things like that. So I will put that in the link in my description. Just don't forget to join, and I would love if you did join. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comments below. Until then, I will see y'all next time. Bye.